My goodness. My God, did you guys see that game tonight? The Daycare, the young guys showing out, showing up, showing what it means to be a Philadelphia Philly. Welcome to another episode of the 302 Birds Phillies Postgame Show, joined by your awesome hosts tonight, Brendan and Eric Shard. How are you fellas doing tonight after that game?
Good day, man. Happy poop game. First
Happy
one of the
poop game,
season.
man.
Yeah, you got to get into it. It's a wet game. I got it done. Daycare's really pulling through right now.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Shard, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good, man. That was a good game. I got kind of nervous because Pittsburgh's kind of hot right now. I'm not going to lie. I kind of thought it was going to be a closer game, but, I mean, shoot, man. Like, that was exactly what we needed going into this series. Just a great game.
Hot game, but held down by Ranger Suarez. Phillies end up winning 5-1 against Pittsburgh. Very much so, I would say, to Rangers' performance. I mean, as you said, I love the adjective, Shard. Shove it.
Dude, he shoves, dude. Like, pulling up his stats now. He went.
I got you, Eric. He went 6 innings, 2 hits, 8 Ks, and 2 walks. This guy's painting corners. He got the velocity up, controls there. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just, he didn't have the World Baseball Classic like last year. He didn't have the problem getting into, into the States, was it 2 years beforehand. He's here. He went through spring training. He's healthy. Guy's cooking. And then we're looking like the same guy that's coming out of the postseason as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, definitely need a third starter, and he's solidified it over the past 2 seasons. I mean, you can't argue that he is absolutely on fire right now. I get excited every time he comes out, dude. Like, I don't know if you saw it last postseason when he was pitching, and they had the celebration. I'll have to see if I can pull it up real quick. When he's sitting there singing, and he's like, "All I need."
That's Ranger tonight, man.
The guy's a character, man. He's one of them guys that people are sticking to. Who was it? Pinto. When as soon as he was coming down the car, he got here. His first comment was, "Ranger Suarez is my best friend." Right? I want to play with this guy. Look up to this guy. I love this guy. Like, he's people's guy.
People's guy for sure. I mean, my favorite part about him is his consistency. That's been the really hard thing, I think, to see in Phillies pitching for the past 5 years. I think would be a generous thing to say. We'll just say 5 years for the point of the show. Ranger Suarez, though, has been around. He's been around for a while now. I want to say since at least 2018, 2019. Am I wrong on that?
No, definitely sometime around there.
He debuted. What is this? July 26th of 2018.
Yeah, I was going to say, it feels like this guy's been a Philly for a very long time. So the fact that, and it feels like this guy's been good for a long time, more importantly. So the fact that Ranger has consistently delivered, and it's not that he's just consistently delivering good stats. The dude's putting up wins. Like, whenever I see Ranger Suarez pitching, I'm like, okay, I'm going to bet on the Phillies. Or if I'm at the game, I'm like, okay, I'm going to probably watch a win. Every time I feel like Ranger pitches, I feel like the Phillies have a pretty good shot. Like, if you ask me like a stat percentage, I would say, okay, throwing, just shit to the wall, I would say 66% of the time we probably win with Ranger Suarez. And if you said that to me, I would not be surprised. I'd be like, yeah, that makes sense, because like he's that reliable, which in baseball, that's very difficult to do.
No, 100%, especially with the situation that he goes into. What was it, NLCS last year, NLDS last year? The guy's cool as a cucumber. He just loves getting in there, loves going after guys. He's throwing strikes, first pitches. He's just really fucking putting the heat on him, and really what he needs to do be in that third spot right now.
I think my favorite thing about Ranger is when a hitter hits the ball to him, he's like not fast to get the ball to first base. He just picks it up, looks at it for a second, and just nonchalantly throws it to first base for the out. Like doesn't give any fuck in the world like about rushing the ball to first. He's just like, you know what? I have the ball. I'm gonna take my time, throw it over to first. If I get the out, whatever. Like,
yep.
Obviously he has to get the out, but he's like, you know what? I'm just gonna take my fucking time and just throw it over there.
I love Ranger, dude. I'll always be a Ranger fan. I'm going to probably end up drinking at the stadium tomorrow and getting a Ranger jersey if I end up getting suckered into it. But we'll see. When I can just get one on Amazon. You know what I mean?
Get the City Connects, bro.
I don't know. I can't do the shitty connects. I'm not a fan. They still haven't grown on me. I think it's going to take time.
I'm telling you, man. They look better in person.
Yeah,
I'll have to look at them in person. I'll tell you what I think.
If they come out hot tomorrow, it's going to be because of the jerseys. It's just all it is.
Are they playing in the fucking jerseys tomorrow night?
It's tomorrow night, the 12th.
What the fuck? I didn't know that. Are you fucking kidding me? That's like, I'm going to return my ticket. Sorry, Brandon. I'm not going to meet you tomorrow, man. I can't. Oh,
let's just see how it happens. See what happens.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it'll be good content of me fucking doing what I just did. I'll leave it at that.
There you go.
Dude, I'm so tempted to go tomorrow now. Might have to see if I can score a last-minute ticket.
There you go.
Might have to see. Let me know. I might have to. I can help you out or something. So just text me. We'll have to keep an eye on it. That'll be a fun time.
Yeah.
But who's also having a fun time today? Nick Castellanos, who's not having a fun time. I won't make that joke, but you guys know why. Tragedy strikes again. This guy capitalizes on it every time. I don't know how he gets that lucky. The fact that you had two outfielders run into each other, that's luck. I'm just saying, thank OJ.
It's the power of OJ.
Yep. Every time.
That shit was crazy, wasn't it? I mean, we all kind of texted about it today. Everybody was saying home run. When do you guys think that it's going to be safe to say Casty's back? You know what I mean? To what he can be.
Once he gets that confident swing down, I think that's probably the biggest thing is he has these half-ass swings. He's almost looks like he's checking a ball. He's trotting around the outfield. That one that he had tonight with the center fielder and the right fielder bumping into each other. Granted, most guys are going to they're not going to bust down the line. They're just going to, jog down. He did the same thing. As soon as that ball hit the ground, he hit second. He put the Jets on, got in second, head first slide. I think he starts hitting the ball hard. He's definitely going to be back.
Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit of time. The nice thing is it's the beginning of the season. The bad thing is, I've said this before on 302 Birds, the easier part of our season is in the beginning. So they need to get the wins now. What do you think, Eric?
I mean, yeah, he's on a small hitting streak right now. He's going 3 games with a hit in a row for him. Me and Brendan were talking before the game if it was an error or a hit, which they did rule it as a hit. I think, though, he did get very lucky there because, if he did catch it, it would have been just another us saying, well, Nick fucking sucks. But I do think overall team-wise today, I think the team as a whole was making great contact with the ball. There were a lot of hits that were caught, sure, but, depending on who you're playing, those hits could have been base hits, runs, whatever. So they were making great contact today.
Yeah. And then do you guys know who the most bet player to hit a home run was today?
Castellanos?
Nick Castellanos.
Nick Castellanos. Yep. 12 straight games, no home run. OJ, had his thing today. He almost got there. He's almost there. He really is almost there.
Yeah, I hope it comes around sooner rather than later because he's one of those guys that I think I don't think any baseball player can do it throughout the whole season. Very few, I should say. I want him to be they're all streaky. I want his streak to be hot now. We get a couple wins down. Then if you're going to have your downtime, let it be May, June, really, and then maybe the beginning of July. Get hot in the end of July. Get really hot August, and then coming into September, be the hottest team in baseball. I think that's what I really want to see out of the Phillies this year. We'll see if they can do it, but they have so much of the talent. I think when we looked at it today on 302 Birds, the stat, they're the second highest payroll in the MLB. So they have no excuse. I think it's behind the Dodgers, and then the Yankees are third behind them, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you're up there with the two most basically expensive franchises in baseball. You better come out of this year with a ring or at least make it to the World Series, in my opinion.
100%. You got the Mets right up there in the top 5 too, and you can't be put in the same category as them. There's not a shot.
Dude,
in hell.
the Mets.
Yeah, you can't.
The Mets shit on the Braves
today, though. Yeah,
they did. What was that? 14-6, I think it ended up being.
It was like 16-4.
Oh,
yeah. That's nuts. The Mets did that.
Yep. And I'm not sure who, but they threw a position player in at the end. Had a grand slam off of them. I think it was either 8th or 9th.
Wow. Fucking Mets, man. They're just what do you guys think of their purple jerseys really quick? Like that's an epic fail in my opinion for their City Connects. I saw that they were going to be purple. You could have the sickest jerseys in the MLB. But I feel like if you're a black, mainly orange and blue, but a black, orange and blue, I think when I think of the Mets, I think of their black uniforms with the blue and the orange. That is such a different contrast to me. I'm sorry. I don't know what the purple relates to. I'm sure it has a city connection, but it's just
the excuse me, the purple. Damn, I'm fucking dying. The purple is for their train line or something. I gotta get a drink real quick, but
good.
But yeah, their purple's for like their train line. It's like the purple line or something like that. So that's why it's purple.
But it goes hand in hand with it goes hand in hand with half the other City Connects that just aren't there.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying. Just another miss. But a guy who's not missing tonight. 2 years ago, he was missing, Brendan. He was saying, I hate this fucking place. He was pissed. He wasn't about it. Now, he's hitting the dinger 2 years later, and I think he's found his home. If he hasn't gotten his long-term contract yet, I think it's pretty safe to say Alec Boehm has earned it. How are you feeling about Boehm tonight and just in general as a Philly?
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love this guy right now. 2 years ago, guy sits there right in the middle of the field and says, I fucking hate this place. After the game, says he did it. He said he did it. You can't ask for a better, follow-up to that. Yep. Not only just the hitting, his fielding's on point. I think maybe 2 out of the last 3 games, he's had a diving stop. Like, I know the work that he's put in with Bobby Dickerson has really paid off, and he put on some weight. Definitely people have counted him out after the last couple of years of just he can't hit the ball far. He's not going to do it. He's not the guy. He's not going to be that hot corner. He looks like he looks like Gold Glove candidate to me out there. He's diving, he's jumping, he's sprinting. Like, he looks like the guy who needs to be playing third base for this team right now.
He does for sure. And I think he's confident out there. Like, he feels at home, and that's the nicest thing for me to see. What do you think, Eric?
Yeah, I mean, not much else to say. I mean, he's, like Brendan said, I think he's a Gold Glove caliber player. He had the game-ending slide catch, but there's been a couple plays this season where he's, jumping, diving, like Brendan said, to get those outs. And I think, watching him progress from when he first got here to now, he's getting a lot more comfortable. He's making those plays. He wants to basically put his body on the line to make sure that people are not scoring runs. And I think that's what's important for a third baseman, which he's doing well. He's doing extremely well.
I think, do you guys know about his long-term status? As everybody knows, feel free to make fun of Dalton in the comments. I am your amateur fan for the night. I'm the guy that just goes to the game. He gets his crab fries. Ring that bell is right, Dobbins. Are you going to be at the game tomorrow night, my man? Let me know. What's up, Sam Nelson? How you doing? And NFL Colin in the house. I don't even know what he's saying. Oh, he's saying Eric looks like a cutie on the left there. Oh,
always for you, Colin. Always for you, buddy.
There you go.
Oh, but in all seriousness, I just love this guy's confidence. I think he has earned a long-term contract. Do you guys, either of you guys, know the status of that or anything? It's okay if you don't.
No, yeah, this is his first year in arbitration, so I think he has a couple more years until he can get that big payout.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got a couple more years to prove it, and he's definitely doing so. I love the way that he just approaches everything off the field too. Like Brendan said, I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better response. I don't know if you guys remember, didn't he get a standing ovation the next day or something? So it's like
next night.
Yeah, exactly. It's like in Philadelphia, own up for your shit. It works out. And I think like when you have those stories like that and stuff like that, if I'm John Middleton, the owner of the Phillies, I need to understand this is going to sell jerseys like this guy, this story. I need to have this guy on my team for this reason. So hope that they get that. Hope that they realize that. And continuing on. Last but not least, fellas, the main topic of the night, the daycare delivered. 3 guys to talk about, 3 awesome hosts on this show. See what I did there? Anyway, in all seriousness, these young guys are stepping the hell up for the Phillies. And it's really nice to see because for a long time as a Phillies fan, we suffered. We didn't really know what it was like to have consistency from a team, but young players in general. I think that the joke a lot of times me and my friends made in high school was that the Phillies had the worst farm system in the MLB or the future for it. And not saying that their farm system's good now. I'm just saying that they're in a good position now with 3 very good young players. That if you would have told me that you had 3 young guys that are consistently this good that hit a home run in one game 2-3 years ago, I would have said you're crazy. Especially when I was in college, like 4 or 5 years ago. Oh my God, I would have told you you're nuts. Like when the Phillies went through those eras, especially like 2014, 2015, 2016. Yeah, like you guys know what I'm talking about. So this is just such a rejuvenating feeling. If you're in here and you don't know what it's like being a Phillies fan, this is why we're so ecstatic. I mean, what was your guys' reactions to this game?
Dog, what did I say yesterday? What did I say yesterday that you said needed to be a quote?
Oh yeah, say it again. Say it again.
Any day that you break up the daycare, shit is gonna hit the fucking fan.
I'm going to clip that. I had you to say it because it came better from your voice. There you go. Thank you.
Any
you
day
called
you
it yesterday, dude. I didn't even think of that. You called
any
that
day
shit.
that you break up the daycare, shit will hit the fucking fan. Okay? They were all together today. They all had a home run. You break them up, I don't think that's going to happen. And they moved Stott down, actually. I don't know if anybody caught that, but they've been slowly creeping Stott down. He was, I think, the 8-hole hitter today.
What was he? 7? Yeah, I think, same thing as yesterday, too.
Yeah, he's slowly creeping down, which I don't have a problem with. He's obviously producing. But yeah, I mean, the daycare as a whole, like, Bohm went yard, and then who was next? Was it Marsh?
Yeah, Marsh. And then Stott.
Which the Marsh thing, they challenged that. Because that was they called that a double at first, and then Rob was like, you know what, fucking hold the shit. I'm fucking challenging this shit. So yeah, I'm glad that Rob actually got his head out of his ass and challenged that, because any other play,
send him a postcard. Hey, you're gonna fucking end up coaching the team this year.
There you go.
I mean, I don't hate Rob, but like, some of the decisions he makes at times, like there's plays where I feel like he should have challenged that he didn't, and then there's plays where he challenged it and I don't feel like he should have. So I feel like this is one of those times where he picked the perfect time to challenge a call, and it ended up, instead of 1 run, it ended up being 2 runs, and that really got us going.
Yeah, I'm going to be 100% on that. There might have been an umpire's challenge. I think they got their heads out of like their ass for the first time in a very long time. I'm not even sure that came from Rob at the beginning.
Was it an umpire challenge?
Maybe I think it was, because I remember T-Mac saying afterwards that the Phillies are going to hold back, that they're not even going to risk it.
It might have been. I know I saw when I was watching, because Dalton and I were preparing for the show, so I kind of was in
honestly. Either way, I guarantee you he was going to challenge that. There's no shot. There's no reason why. You're that late in the game. Waste the challenge if you're going to get the RBI, get the extra RBI if you can. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, because I looked up and I saw Rob coming out of the dugout. But yeah, I mean, overall, like, let's take a second talking about Marsh. Marsh is, in my opinion, right now the MVP of our team. And there's no argument about it. I think he has the highest average out of everybody on the team right now. Has, if I'm not mistaken, the most home runs, I think. Or no, maybe it's Harper. They might be tied.
I think he's ahead of Harper, because Harper's only had the 3, and I think Marsh has had 3 in the last 5 days.
Yeah. So I mean, overall, if Marsh can keep it up, he's definitely in the running for some kind of award.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Dalt yesterday. Like, let this guy hit. He's an everyday player. Righty, lefty, doesn't matter. Tonight was off the righty. That's his favorable shot. Another opposite field shot, though. I think that's maybe he did the same thing as St. Louis the other day. He's hitting the ball hard. He's running around. That's baseball Jesus out there, man. You can't take him down.
I love when he says that.
Yeah.
Baseball Jesus. Oh, my God. It's true, though. Like, the guy, I think you said it yesterday, too, or somebody said it. He's like a glue was the analogy that we said. And I really, really see your point today. And the one thing I will say, too, is it was nice to see at the end when I was watching Harper comes up to all the young guys. He kind of gives them a pat on the back. And he didn't have that, horrendous of a game. He had some decent, plays, I would say. But overall, yeah.
Well, Harper
not the Bryce Harper. I mean, that one game was nuts. Yeah. But he's got some coming back to do to get to full form. They all do. But I mean, that's baseball. I mean, what's our record now at the end of this game? Is it
we're 65? One game over? We're one game over 500.
First time this season, 7-6.
Oh, 7-6. Okay. So yeah. So I mean, I'll put it to you this way. It's not 2014, it's not 2015, it's not 2016. There's still a lot of, upland to go, and this team can get hot. Let's just hope that when we're there tomorrow, Brendan, we bring some of the magic. And if Shard ends up coming to the game, all three of us end up bringing it, because they got to be able to do this consistently. These games like this are fun. They're great. It's awesome to get excited about. But you can't have one of these games and then two shitty games and end up losing the series. That's how you quickly get out of it. Even you need to start winning series, like sweeping series, like against teams like the Pirates. So we'll see how they handle this. I hope that they do. 2 more games to go. And hopefully on the third game, we're talking about a sweep.
It's 3 more games. It's a 4-game series.
Okay, so it'll end on Sunday. So, hey, I'll leave it at this then. If they win 3 out of the 4, 75%, I'd be happy. If they win 4 out of 4, let's throw a fucking pizza party or some shit.
Yeah, man, I will say we did the podcast 2 days in a row and they're on a 2-game winning streak. So I don't know if that's, together, whatever it may be. I'm just saying we can never stop doing this now. Yep, 100%.
Oh, my God. All right. I love it. I love it. But that's pretty much all I got. I don't know if you guys have anything else overall or anything else you guys want to say tonight.
No. I mean, I think we touched everything. Yeah, I'm good. Brendan, you got anything?
No, I think besides for the jerseys tonight with the powder blues getting the win for the first time this year on that, City Connects are coming out tomorrow. Let's go on a run here. I know it's early. It's only 2 games, but the boys look hot. Pitching looks good. Bullpen looks like a hell of a fucking bullpen right now. Like, keep this shit rolling. Yep.
I love it, man. Let's keep it rolling. The consistency too, like we've been talking about. That's the thing that I think is the most exciting to true fans like Brendan, like Shard, like myself, kind of not as much, but you see these guys' eyes light up when I say a word like consistency, and that's how you know. And the true Philly fans, like, it's nice to be able to rely on a Philly team and be like, okay, this team's probably going to win tonight. These guys are probably going to deliver, and consistently having batting. I don't want to say bullpen yet. I was going to say it, but I don't want to trip on myself yet and jinx it. Rangers, great, but still early. I'll leave it at that.
The one thing I do want to add, which I'm excited for coming up, Orion should be back on Saturday. Supposedly.
Okay. Other than that, though, the only other thing I wanted to add is, if you guys didn't know, on Wednesday night, we are having a celebrity guest bartender night at Klondike Kate's in Newark, Delaware for the Eagles Autism Challenge. So if you aren't doing anything, come and hang out for that. It's going to be a whole bunch of fun. Other than that, let's go Phillies. Have a good night. And did anybody else want to say anything? Or other than that, we'll wrap it up for you guys. Go Phils.
Yeah.
And
go Phils tomorrow. Unapologetically Philly. Let's fucking go. Shitty Connects.
Shitty Connects. Poop. Shitty Connects. Oh, my God. The poop game is the Shitty Connects. There you go.
Yep, there you go.
I'm telling you, man. You'll like them tomorrow, Dalt will be, mark my words, Dalt will be on this live tomorrow, and he'll look at me. He'll say, you know what? Those jerseys are fucking fire. I bought one. I dropped a dime.
Yep. I'm going to be in the car, and I'm going to have on a Castellanos Shitty Connect.
There you go. There you go. Fully expect a, Shitty Connect jersey tomorrow night. There's no other way to do it.
All right. Well, maybe, I don't know how many vodka cranberries or vodka lemonade it's going to take me, but it's going to take quite a bit. But who knows? Maybe I'll deliver too, just like Ranger tonight. Other than that, please make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you subscribe. We appreciate your time. And have a great night. As always, God bless. Go Birds. And take care.